Hey there, this is just a quick video for a friend. It's really quick and dirty, but I thought it would benefit a lot of people. So I have a friend who bought a Lilygo T-Deck Plus, and you might notice in some of the advertisements, it shows a nice fancy UI for Meshtastic. Looks really great, but when you get it out of the box, it has the old Meshtastic image that has the black screen, and you have to connect to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth so you can access it from the app and make configuration settings changes. And that's not really that great. The T-Deck Plus is really nice. It comes right out of the box with a keyboard, has a GPS chip inside, nice battery, and a case already. But you're not really utilizing that if you're using the old Meshtastic image. So there is a fancy image for fancy UI. It's in alpha right now. They used to have it published every night or every time they updated the alpha build on their GitHub, but they took it off because in the last 90 days, essentially because people were submitting a lot of tickets for it, but it wasn't bugs or other issues. It was just the fact that people didn't know how to do certain things or had, various other technical issues that were just basic configuration issues. Now, I will say it is a little bit buggy, but it's not too bad. And I will include a link to the last alpha build before they took it off GitHub, so you can do all of this as well. The other recommendation I have is if you do get T-Deck Plus, there is an internal antenna for GPS and for regular Meshtastic. They're kind of crappy. So what you can do, and I haven't done the GPS one yet, is there's these two little holes up here. You can basically do surgery and open the screws, split it up. Be very careful. It's just got like a lot of like little layers you have to split up. And use a razor, like a box cutter or something, and basically carve out these little things once you have it open. Stick the SMA in there, connect it to the UFL connection, and boom, now you have a whip antenna that you can use to get much better range. So just to give you an idea of why the fancy UI is better, I have a fancy UI currently installed on this. So let's take a look. Instead of having to connect essentially to an external app, I get this nice touchscreen, fully baked image that lets me do a lot of nice things and lets me make all the setting changes, add myself to a channel, send messages, all without the app. So it's still nice. I have seen the bugginess that I've seen is mostly been trying to make some of those setting changes here, but it's really nice even outside of that. So if you do decide to install this, I recommend making the changes in the app like while it's connected to the computer and then tweaking it as you need to afterwards. So let's go ahead and talk about how to flash this because it's not a straightforward process. So this little nub here where all the arrows are going towards, you hold that down, power it up, and you connect it to your computer. Hear the little ding? It's connected, but no screen. Yay, you're in bootloader mode. So let's go. As I said, this is going to be so quick and dirty. I'm not even screen sharing. I'm just pointing the camera at the screen. So if you go to, you'll want to use Chrome because essentially Firefox does not support web serial. So you'll use Chrome for this. And if you're like on a Windows machine and you don't see the serial connection, the other recommendation I have is to download a UART driver. I can try to find the one that I used, and hopefully that'll work for you. So you go to flasher.meshtastic.org, and from a select target device, you go down to Lilygo T-Deck. So there's all these official firmware versions. Don't pick any of those. The reason why is because you'll get the nice black, regular, unhelpful one. You'll click the file icon right next to it. And that's where we're going to choose our zip that I'm going to include in the link, the firmware 2.5.3. Click on that, and we're going to click Flash. I'm going to do full erase and install. Okay, so let's go. This will actually be pretty quick. I actually thought about pausing the last time I tried this, but it actually went really quickly, so you'll see. And I'm not going to speed up this video at all or try to take some extra, try to go through this faster. It's really not, doesn't take that long. It's got 3 things it has to flash, and then it's ready to go. Okay, so it's done, but it's not done. Dun, dun, dun. So you want to close this tab because you don't want this tab accessing the serial anymore. Now the zip file that I've uploaded, firmware, the one that you just used to flash it, you're going to unzip that on your computer and use it again. Go to esp.hun.me, so it's esp.huhn.me, right up here, right, this guy right here. You make sure you close the Flasher Meshtastic tab, because you just, again, if you do this with that open, you won't be able to access serial. It's already using it. Now click connect. Connect to the same serial. Oh. Okay. So you are going to see there's 4 options here. We're only going to select the 4th one and click select. Now when you unzip the firmware, there's a bunch of specific actual model specific bin files. And I'm just going to bring this up close so you can see. T-Deck, Heltic, all sorts of stuff. There are going to be 2 T-Deck files, so let's find that real quick. Okay, there we go. So there's a bin file there, and then there's an update bin file. Ignore this regular one. You're going to want to use the update bin file. So let's do that. Update.bin specifically for the T-Deck. Now we're going to program. Continue. Again, this is pretty fast as well. All right, it's already done. Like I said, it's okay, so let's go ahead and see how our T-Deck is doing. And I'm going to close this tab, by the way, because I don't care about it anymore. So we're going to turn off, turn on. Let's see what's happening now. Moment of truth. Huzzah! We did it! Okay, one other thing. So now that we've wiped it, we need to actually set the GPS pin, because it's not going to work if we don't set it. So let's go back to, so you want to go to downloads. So meshtastic.org/downloads. That's where we're going to set this. You can do it on the actual UI as well, but I just like doing it here, like I said. So I'm going to click new device, connect new device, click serial, boom. Okay, so I'm in my Meshtastic device. When you make a change to this, by the way, you're going to, it'll restart the device. It doesn't take long, but yeah, it'll do that. So let's go to config, position. And this is where it says GPS isn't present. Oh no. So we're going to have to put the receive pin. I believe it is. Let me double check. Probably should pause this real quick and find this for you. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. I just had to double check the actual GitHub. So if you're ever curious, there is a GitHub page that if you just go to the Lilygo T-Deck Plus website for where it sells it. Scroll down to Lilygo T-Deck support. It takes you to the GitHub, and you look at the pinout. So TX pin is 43, receive pin is 44. So under here, under configuration, radio config position, you'll want to put the receive pin 43. Actually, sorry, 44. Transmit pin 43. You click the little save icon up here. So restart the thing. And I'm going to spare you seeing my GPS when it restarts. But after it restarts, it will have that setting, and you should be able to, at that point, go ahead and access it. Anyways, I hope that was fun. And happy flashing.